Hi everyone, this is Brandon Krieger. Today I'm here with Brian Kwong. He's the founder of crowdfundingrockstar.com. He's an amazing guy. We've met like several times doing meetings, discussions. We're part of a mastermind group that meets every Monday morning. So Brian, thank you for coming out for this interview. How are you doing today?
My pleasure. I'm doing great.
So
thank you for having me.
Tell me a little bit about your business, right? What is crowdfunding? I know a lot of people think of like angel investors, stuff like that, but what is crowdfunding?
Well, crowdfunding is really a new way to raise money directly from your fans and your supporter. So we can look at it this way. Traditionally, if you need to say for example you want to create a product, right? You need some money. So how would you go about and get that money?
Well, normally you go to a bank, you'd ask for like investors, anything along that lines, a traditional kind of way, right?
Exactly. So what crowdfunding does is cutting all those third party out. No banks, no VC, so you don't have to give up the percentage of your company, or you don't have to pay interest. You're going directly to the people, your potential customers and your fans, to ask for support.
Okay.
So instead of getting a big check from venture capitalists or a bank, you're getting small contributions, but a lot of small contributions from the people who want to support your product, your project. Okay. So that's what crowdfunding is. Is that clear?
Oh, that's clear. Now the question is, how much money can you really raise from crowdfunding? Like, say I'm a business person right now, I'm going online, I'm trying to get my business up and going. How much money can I really get? Can I get like $5,000? Can I get $25,000? Can I get that big Facebook injection of, $50 million? Like, what can I get?
Well, okay, that's a great question. Let's talk. So I'm going to focus on Kickstarter. Kickstarter right now is the world's biggest crowdfunding platform right now. Okay. Last year, the platform alone, the backers on that platform raised more than $99 million.
Okay.
Okay. That's all the projects combined, right? So this year, for the first time this year, there are 3 projects that broke the $1 million mark.
Okay.
Which means 3 projects raised $1 million by themselves, and one of them broke $3 million.
Okay. Wow.
So, but that's the highest. I mean, that's the highest so far. $3 million is the highest so far. And to be honest, the majority of the project on Kickstarter, successful project on Kickstarter, are more than below 5,000.
Okay.
About half of them, more than half of them, make up the projects below 5,000.
And why is that? Is that just because of their followers, their people that they're working with?
Well, they're actually that's a lot of variables. Like, depend on what your project is about. How big's your network, how you're marketing, how you're setting up the video, your project, and things like that. So it's a lot of variables. I can tell you that the 3 project that broke $1 million mark, they are established. Actually, 2 of them are really established business. They're like the legend in their field, in their niche, for over 10 years. So because of all the work that they built up for so many years, now they're asking for their fans, hey, I'm doing these cool things. Would you guys support me? And then, of course, people start backing them.
Okay.
But I think one of them is not actually a business that's been established for like over 10 years. I don't think so. It's just basically that product is just it's called an elevation dock. It's basically you put your iPhone on that dock to charge.
Okay.
And that project was actually the first project that broke $1 million. So I think they had a really good product, really good video, really good marketing. That's what pushed it over to $1 million mark.
Right. Awesome. Now, how did you get started into crowdfunding? What was the kind of the initial point where you said, this is where I want to go?
Initially, I didn't hear about crowdfunding until last year August. And what happened is 2 of my buddies from Hong Kong, his name is Josh and June. Basically, they created a project, and then I was chilling on Facebook, and then I saw someone sharing their project, right? And then immediately I'm like, oh wow, they're doing something, right? So I clicked on it. It led me to Kickstarter, and then I saw that they're trying to raise money for creating a waterproof iPhone 4 case.
Right. Okay.
And so they're trying to raise $30,000 basically to fund the injection molding to create the case, to manufacture the case, right? That's the initial money that they need to get started, right? 30 days later, they raised $54,000.
Wow.
These are my buddies. These are just like, people that I know in real life. I'm like, holy crap, wow. At first, I'm like, oh, okay. And then 30 days later, they raised $54,000. So this is serious, right? And then I didn't do anything for a couple of months, but it's in the back of my head. I'm like, wow, if they can do it, why can't I do it? They're doing something that they love, that they're passionate about. They created something that they love, right?
Right.
So I'm going to find. At the time, I actually was interviewing other entrepreneurs of like, okay, how they start their business and things like that. So I thought, why don't I go interview the most successful people on Kickstarter and find out how they did it?
Okay.
And so that's how I got started. And now I've had 8 interviews so far, and the interviews are range from 5,000 to 60-something thousand, and the combined amount of those 8 interviews is over 200,000. They raised over 200,000 in those 8 interviews. So I really have a sense of what it takes to be successful, and it's really interesting. It's really awesome.
For example, like, how does this relate to local business? Because I know a lot of people are online and they're marketing and they're doing social media. But what if I'm a local business? What if I'm a brick and mortar type of business? How do I use your service? How do I use your, Rockstar injection crowdfunding service to be able to build my business?
So let's just say if you're a local business and you want to use crowdfunding platform.
Right.
Okay, to raise money. Okay. So how it works is that you need to start a project. What is a project? What project defined is that you need to have a funding goal, like an end funding goal, right? And you also have to have the beginning date and an end date. It can't be like, fund my business for life. It has to be something that's like a specific end goal. Like I need $30,000 for equipment. I need this. This is how much I need. Like a finite fixed number. So, if you're a local business, you want to raise funds, create something cool. Create something that people would be interested in supporting you in, and get people involved. And actually, is even better if you have a local business. That means that you are already there, and if people are walking in your store, you say, "Hey, we're trying to do this." You can have a poster on your local store and tell them people what. I mean, this is good marketing, actually.
Right.
Even better for a local business, I think. So you just got to have a really cool idea that people can get behind.
And like you said, there's got to be kind of that time frame, the start and the end point, right? It can't be like a long injection. It's more, like you said, it's more of a project base. Is that what I'm understanding? So
exactly.
Say, for example, I have a new suit line or whatever coming out, but it's the start and the end, and I want to get an injection to help that suit line go.
Exactly. I mean, one example that I can think of on top of my head is that there's a fashion designer that's just a small business, right? And she needs to she want to grow her business, but she can't grow her business if she don't have the machinery to pump out more of her products, right? Okay. So she went to Kickstarter and raised the money to pay for the machinery, and then that's how she gets started. That's how she expanded her business. So that's how one way you can use crowdfunding to expand if you're a local business.
Awesome. Now, do you need a big network to be successful in crowdfunding?
The short answer is you don't have to. No, you don't. Not 100%.
Okay.
But however, with that being said, right, if you don't have a network, if you have a small network, your margin of error is very small.
Okay.
So, which means that your project idea has to be really awesome. Your video has to be awesome. Like everything else has to be right on the dot if you don't have a network.
Okay.
Because if you think about it, if for example now
I think we just lost Brian for a second. So guys, we ran into a little bit of technical difficulties. What we're going to do right now, just to kind of let you guys know, we're going to ask that question again and have Brian kind of explain. So, do you need a big network, Brian? Like say, for example, I'm a starting local business. What kind of network do I need?
To answer your question, there are projects that didn't have any network, but they did the marketing right, they did the video, the project idea is great, and they're able to successfully fund the project. Just like my friends June and Josh, they don't have a big network. They didn't start marketing until they launched their project, but they still raised the fund because they hit all the point right. So what I'm saying is that, you know, even though you don't need a big network, but if you don't have this big network, your margin of error is very small. Like you can't make much mistake if you want to successfully fund your project. You can't make much mistake. But if you have a big network, people know you. You have a relationship with people, hopefully a good relationship with people. They already know you and they know what you're about. It's a lot easier to get support than to coming out from nowhere.
Right. No, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So, Brian, tell me, what's the steps to success for crowdfunding? If I'm a local business company, what's that template that you're going to implement in my business?
Okay, so I'm just going to give you 5 broad overview steps, okay, high level.
Yeah.
Okay, the first step is you got to have an awesome project idea with a specific target audience. That's step 1. Step 2 is you got to create a story around your project. Why you're doing it, why you're doing the project, and the project has to be bigger than yourself.
Right.
Okay? Like meaningful, like have a cause. Step number 3 is that you got to create a compelling and engaging video that tells that story that you created in the second step.
Okay.
So create an engaging, compelling video that communicates your story. Step number 4, you got to create rewards that's valuable for your target audience.
Okay.
You got to offer something in value.
Okay.
Or people who's not going to back your project. Step number 5 is to do the marketing, spreading your word about your project before and doing your when your project goes live. So these are the 5 basic steps.
Okay. Now, I'm a local business. How do I get a hold of you? How do I get a hold of Brian and be able to work with you because I have a project that I need your help with?
Okay, well, all you got to do is just go to crowdfundingrockstars.com.
Okay.
And then you can just contact me there and just let me know, and then we can set up a meeting and we can go from there.
Now, do you work with clients worldwide?
Yeah, I work with clients. I'm actually American, but I live in Austria.
Nice. Okay.
But so it's okay. Anywhere is fine.
Okay, just because I know some people in North America, United States, like wherever that may be, they might kind of go look at this video and interview and go, oh my God, I got to work with Brian. I have a great idea. I need his help. And they want to contact you. I want to know, what's your demographic of who you work with.
Anywhere is fine.
Worldwide, right?
Beautiful. Yeah, worldwide. It's awesome.
Awesome. Now, guys, what I'm going to do is I'm going to share this video across my social networks, kind of help educate people on the importance of crowdfunding. Because, talking to Brian and understanding what he can do in this day and age with social media, social networking, it's awesome to be able to raise those funds for your business. So, Brian, thank you so much for coming out today for doing this interview. I really appreciate you spending the time with us. I know you're pretty busy. So, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you. My pleasure.
Okay. Well, have a great day.
You too.